Dad's Journal, 1964 to 1965, Part 1. Last month, my dad died after a short and painful battle of pancreatic cancer. After going through his things, I discovered his journals buried in a box in his attic. Thinking this would help me with my grief, I decided to read through it. I wasn't sure what I would find, but I had to share some passages with you after discovering them. I've edited out bits that are not relevant and included notes in brackets. I'm not sure what to think of all of this. March 20th, 1964. Well, I'm fucked. Mom and Dad are having another kid. I used to want a brother, but that was 10 years ago. I'm 13 now, and we've done fine with just the three of us. Not happy. Now I'll have to share my inheritance. Fuck that. On top of that, Dad finally just came home after his last 3-month bender. I thought I'd get my family back, but now shit is just getting more complicated. June 16th, 1964. Fuck the bitch. Fuck her. Fuck the bitch. Dad caught Mom cheating again. He's gone, probably for good now. Looks like I'll be the man of the house now. At least I got to fool around with Nancy last night. But even better than that was September 8th, 1964. Back in school, Mom says it should be about a month before the baby is here. I guess I'm getting excited now. I'm really hoping that the baby will get my mom to quit drinking. Another earthquake today. Fuck this state. Scrawled in the margin, found Jimmy's journal, unsure if he will be forgiven. October 11th, 1964. Joshua was born yesterday. Mom just got home. I was at Aunt Carol's. Strange thing. When we got home, and the drapes in the living room were shredded. I think Fred, my dad's cat, got at them, but they were in ribbons. Nursery is all set up, and I guess everything went fine at the hospital. March 18th, 1965. Came home from school to find Mom crying. Not sure what was going on. Found all the knives in the house on the kitchen floor. Josh in the crib sleeping soundly. We'll have to update later. June 20th, 1965. Josh walked today for the first time. Mom says it's a little early and she's proud of her little boy. Blah. When she is drunk, he is her favorite, for sure. Not that she's ever sober anymore. June 21st, 1965. 2 a.m. Just heard a banging sound downstairs. Scared. Don't want to go see what it was. Fuck. 2:20 a.m. Shaking. Every pitcher in the house fell on the floor. Mom is nowhere to be found. Josh is in the crib smiling and laughing. 2:40 a.m. I'm a little calmer. Had a joint. Mom was still gone. Josh is sleeping. I don't know what happened. I might call Aunt Carol, but it's late. Maybe tomorrow. 3:30 a.m. I'm going to bed. I'll have to figure out what happened to Mom tomorrow. June 22nd, 1965. Carol is here. Nancy is coming this morning too. Mom is nowhere. Carol says if she isn't here by tonight, we will call the police. Josh is doing fine. He's walking all over the house, laughing and smiling. I started crying earlier and ran up to my room. Finally stopped crying to write the just heard scratching sounds outside my door. I thought it was Fred, but I opened it, and Josh was sitting there, smiling. I took him back to his crib. I don't know if Carol let him out or what, but 4 p.m. I don't even know. Fuck, this is weird. Mom came home, not sure how else to say it, but about 2 hours ago the doorbell rang, and Carol opened it. Fuck! Mom was there, wearing what looked like a hospital gown. Fuck! There was blood. She had bloodstains all over her gown. She was holding a kitchen knife and smiling really weird. Carol grabbed her and brought her in. She wouldn't say anything. She kept opening her mouth like she was going to talk, but no sound came out. She sat on the couch and smiled. She doesn't smell like booze. I don't know what is. 5 p.m. Okay, sorry. I heard crying downstairs and found Carol sobbing on the couch next to Mom. She still isn't talking. I'm going to have to update more later. June 18th, 1965. This marks 3 weeks that we've been living at Carol's. She won't tell me where Mom is. Says I'm too young to understand. For fuck's sake. I'll be 15 in December. Whatever. She tried calling Dad again. Today, apparently. But wouldn't tell me what happened. After she left work, I found the number she called and dialed it myself. Some woman answered. I asked for Dad, but she said that he hadn't lived there in months. I've been taking care of Josh during the day. I realized today that he hasn't cried for Mom at all. I would think that he would miss her, but he seems just fine. He just sits in his crib all day with a funny smile on his face. Actually, I don't really remember him ever crying. He just sits there with a weird smile. October 10th, 1965. Josh turned 1 today. Aunt Carol baked him a cake. I've given up asking Carol about Mom. Not sure if I'll ever see her again. Dad's still unreachable. I started paging through the phone book looking for a number for him, but name removed is a common name. I found at least half a page of people too many to call. There was no party for Josh, but he didn't seem to mind. Carol put the cake down in front of him and cut it with a butter knife. I noticed that all the kitchen knives were gone. I don't know what she did with them. Last night, I had a dream about Mom. She was standing over my bed at Carol's, clutching a book to her chest. She was wearing the hospital gown from that night, stained crimson with blood. Her hands clutched the book so tightly that her knuckles were white. She leaned over me as I slept. I couldn't see her eyes. In their place was darkness, coal, midnight black. Her blonde hair draped over me as she stared in my face and moved her mouth up and down, trying to talk, but all I heard was the sound of her gums smacking again, and again. Alright, this is all I can type at this point. The strangest thing about going through this journal is that my dad never mentioned having a brother. I never had an Uncle Josh. I was always told that my grandmother died giving birth to my dad. The whole thing leaves me a bit shaken. I'll have to finish this later.